I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Oh, darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass. We're listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it. Darling, you look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home. I found a love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children.
There's something important that I need to share before I make this promise to you. Hey, buddy. Excited to get married? I want you to know how lucky I feel every day just knowing you. You and your mommy are the people that know me best in this world. You're the people that I eat with every day, the first faces I see in the morning and the last at night. You two are my strength and my reason for being. You inspire me, and I cannot imagine the man that I would have become without you in my life. Thank you for accepting me into your world. Thank you for trusting me and loving me as your daddy too. See how pretty mommy looks? Is she crying? No. We'll get there. Nobody knows more than you how she has been there for both of us. And I cannot wait to call her my wife. And I'm so proud to call you my son. I have a little surprise for you too. So you know how mommy and daddy keep going to that ring shop and you know, getting ready for today and getting all of our rings? Yeah. Finally here. We have been preparing for this day for a couple of years, and I honestly don't know what the heck we're going to do with all of our free time now. It was 17 years ago that I met you. When you took my breath away then. You take my breath away. You were the girl of my dreams. And I never imagined I'd be standing here with you. Can you believe that our first date was almost 4 years ago? I recall sitting in a Starbucks parking lot until well after 2 a.m. because we just couldn't bring ourselves to say goodnight. I fell madly in love with you that night. I waited a whopping 2 weeks to tell you because I didn't want to come across as desperate. You were the one. And I don't know how, but I knew. And I've never questioned it once since that night. I know I tell you this every day, but what better day than to repeat it today? And not only will I love you forever, but I will make sure to love you every day. From this day forward, I will look to each day with joy, knowing that my tomorrow includes you. So I make a vow to you today, not to be perfect or expect perfection from you, but to always grow from each and every experience together, to fall in love with each version of you through the years. I vow to show you that love in some way every single day. Whether it's some grand Chanlon-like gesture, or just killing a small spider that's threatening your very existence. All I ask of you in return is that you be your best self. That you follow your heart, you follow your happiness, and you always trust that you can look to me for friendship, for unwavering support, for unconditional love. I promise you, I will always be by your side, loving you, pushing you, celebrating you, and giving you my absolute best for the rest of my days. I love you.
Please offer your vows to your family. Thankful to have you in my life. Our first date, you told me you were done dating wounded birds. And I thought, well, at least I got to go out on a date with Chanlon Jamie. Because I thought that surely I was the most wounded of all birds that you had ever met. I pictured myself as broken when our relationship began, and yet you saw something in me that I could not yet see in myself. You supported me and helped me heal and grow, making me better than I was before, and I am in awe every day that I get to be yours. Thank you for loving me and embracing my family, all of my family, with 2 legs and 4. Thank you for being a wonderful father to Lewis and sharing your wisdom with him. Chanlon, today I promise to continue to love you unconditionally. I promise to support you as you've supported me in your interests and pursuits, your adventures, and your career. I promise to nurture the child in you, the part of you with the sense of wonder and adventure that I fall deeper in love with every day. I promise to stop driving you mad with my insecurities and to start seeing myself through your eyes. I promise to always be present and to never take you for granted. I promise to laugh at your lame dad jokes and to always be an enthusiastic participant in your Halloween shenanigans. And most importantly, I promise to be stubborn when it comes to us. I promise to fight with everything I have about the things that matter through whatever life throws at us. Marrying you, I am forever on your team to laugh with, cry with, love with, and cherish with all my heart. I love you so much, Chanlon Kaufman. Thank you for being my better half and for opening my eyes to the beauty of love.
Chanlon, do you take Jamie to be your wife? Jamie, do you take Chanlon to be your husband? Mark, would you hand Louie the rings, please? Your wedding rings are the outward and visible sign of the inward and invisible bond which already reunites your 2 hearts in love. Louie. Well, we'll just skip that part. Louie's kind of anxious to get this going too. Chanlon, would you place the ring on Jamie's finger and repeat after me? I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
Wear it with love and joy.
Wear it with love and joy.
As this ring has no end,
As this ring has no end.
my love is also forever.
It's also
Jamie, place the ring on Chanlon's finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring. Wear it with love and joy. As this ring has no end, my love is also forever. May the wedding rings you exchange today remind you always that you are surrounded by enduring love. Now, everyone has advice for newlyweds. Jamie and Chanlon, I'd like to offer these words on your special day. 6 months ago, Chanlon and Jamie came to me and asked me if I would marry them. My first thought was, of course I would. What Jewish mother wouldn't want to marry her son? And then after that, I thought, how the heck am I going to get through this without sobbing? So I'll let Chanlon and Jamie do that for me. Weddings should tell a story, and as I look at this unconventional wedding party up here, it reflects Chanlon and Jamie's story. A story of love for family and friends and defies conventional rules. While Chanlon was living in New York, I happened to be working with Jamie. Several times when our paths would cross at work, Jamie would stop me and say, "Oh, I have the biggest crush on your son." And I would reply, "And he had a huge crush on you as well." Fast forward to today, it still boggles my mind that we're here today. Chanlon and Jamie, don't ever forget your first kiss. Don't ever forget the feel of your last touch. Don't ever forget what it was like before there was a you and what it would have been like without you. Don't let a day go by without saying how much you mean to each other and how much you love, value, and need each other. And don't leave any doubt about the way you feel and how much happier you are because you are together. You two have known each other for many years, 17. From that first glance across the rehearsal room as acquaintances to this moment of commitment. At some moment in between all that, you two decided to get married. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, you have been making agreements and promises in informal ways. All those conversations in the car, or with Louie in the park, or over a meal, or at Disneyland, that began with, "When we're married," and those late nights, "I will," and "you will," and "we will." All those late talks that included someday and somehow and maybe. All those promises that are just unspoken matters of the heart. The symbolic vows that you two just shared is a way of saying to one another, you know all those things that we promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant them, every word. Now look at each other and remember this moment. You just said a few words that took you across a major threshold in life, and things will never quite be the same between you two. For all those vows you get to say now to these people and to the world, this is my husband and this is my wife. All right, everybody. This is the part we've all been waiting for. Chanlon and Jamie have vowed in our presence to love one another. They have formalized their bond with spoken vows and with the giving and receiving of rings. Receiving and giving of rings. Therefore, Chanlon and Jamie, it is with my heart and my great pleasure, by the power vested in me by the state of California, Hogwarts, the Universal Life Church, and the Temple of the Forbidden Eye, it is my great honor and delight to declare you husband and wife. Chanlon, you may kiss your bride. And now if you would please turn present to you for the first time as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Hoffman.
It started when you said hello. Just did something to me. And I've been in a daze ever since the day that we met.
Congratulations to you and your partner. I'm so happy to be here. Congratulations, we love you. We wish you nothing but happiness and love and enjoy this day as we all celebrate you. Congratulations, you couldn't have picked better reason to start with. That was amazing. I loved it. It made me smile from the get-go. Congratulations, you guys.
So happy for the two of you. Beautiful. The ceremony was amazing. And I'm so happy to call you friends. And so happy you're going to have a wonderful life together. Congratulations.
Let me see your ring.
I'm still amazed at how romantic Chanlon is. He's my man. Anyway, congratulations, and we look forward to many more opportunities to celebrate and be together as a family.
Absolutely. Love you. Dad summed it all up. Love you. Just an honor to be here with you and to celebrate this wonderful occasion. And it's just so special that you both are just very dear to us in our hearts. And we know that you're going to have many years of wonderful times together. And we love you. God bless you.
Can steal a line, paraphrasing a little bit from a famous musical. Strange that. May God bless you, protect you, grant you a long and loving life. To Mr. Kaufman.
Let me start off by thanking everyone for being here tonight. It means a lot to us, and especially the couple that are here to celebrate them. I also want to thank Sophia and Mia, if you are still here. They made this whole planning process a breeze from what I can understand. Jamie, Chanlon, and until they go amazing. I also want to thank Jen for doing all of our hair and makeup. We all look fabulous. Especially Dad. I've never seen your hair hold a curl so well. It looked great. I have to say it's a privilege and an honor to have the opportunity to stand up here tonight and congratulate the new Mr. and Mrs. Hoffman. And I'd like to share a few words with you about my favorite sibling. So let me tell you a little bit about him. Chen. Oh wait, that's right. Jamie and I, well, we met in the 80s. What has it been now, 31 years, give or take? We're actually introduced to my mom. Thank you for that. I'm pretty sure Jamie could have and probably should have picked any number of individuals to give this speech, but well, I'm the only sister you have. So here we go. And as you can see, I brought no cards. So I'm prepared. Really, I'm using them because I've placed the commas in all the perfect areas, so I know just when to take those dramatic pauses. That one is just perfect. Color-coded? It's really in an order. They get so now I know this is going to be hard to believe. It probably some shock to many of you. But growing up, Jamie and I, we didn't always get along. We weren't trying to ship the other off to a foreign country. We were trying to get the other into trouble. And everything was a competition. Jamie was really good at all of the talent stuff. And I would seem to win with, well, getting her into trouble. And Mom used to always say, stop fighting. You're only going to have one sister ever, so you better learn to get along. and she was right. We only ever had one sister. But luckily we did learn to overcome our sister rivalry, and we became as close as we are today. Don't get me wrong, we do still fight, but it never lasts until the next day. There's a saying that friends are the family that you choose for yourselves. But how lucky am I that I was born already with a best friend. Jamie always has my back. She's there for me when I need to cry, and she helps me celebrate my friends. And it's not just me. I've seen her countless times drop everything for a friend in need. She's selfless to a fault, always putting other needs before her own. It's one of the things that makes her an amazing mother and the best sister anyone could ask for. I'm so grateful that you found your balance in Chanlon. He really is the yin to her yang, the cheese to her macaroni, the creamer to her coffee, and she uses a lot, and he's the normal to her crazy. Because we're all a little crazy. We're in trouble. When you see them together, they really give meant to be a new meaning. I really should have started writing this speech, well, before last night, but also when you two first started dating, because I knew early on that Chanlon, you belonged in our family. Jamie, I wasn't quite too sure about you when I first met you, but you did grow on me. I actually remember the first time Jamie told me about Chanlon. We were out having dinner, and all of a sudden her face just lit up. And she asked me if I remembered him. Did I remember Chanlon Hoffman? Of course I remember Chanlon Hoffman. He was the unattainable crush that Jamie had on him when we were all in Lehman Rob together. Years and years ago. 17 years ago? Okay, maybe more. Well, little did she know that he had the same crush, if not a bigger one, on her. You see, she wasn't quite yet aware that she could have anybody she couldn't even remember. And then she told me all about how they'd gotten back in touch and what she thought about him, and she really couldn't stop talking. She was so excited. And all I really remember from that night is how unshakably happy she was. And it was really a free kind of happy that even you were unfamiliar with. And happiness isn't the only thing that this wonderful man standing here to my right brings out in Jamie, as I did quickly come to realize. I see how comfortable she is with him. When they're together, she can be completely herself. He really loves her for her. He accepts her faults, but he amplifies her strengths. He reminds her to take time for herself. He relieves her of her insecurities, and he genuinely listens to her problems. One of my favorite things about Chanlon is that he opens Jamie's eyes to new adventures and experiences that life has to offer, such as her newfound love for the best TV show ever, Friends. And we can't forget about her newfound love for wine. That's right. She used to like wine, and we went wine tasting. Oh my gosh, that hurt. What a fun. But beyond everything else, Chanlon is an extension of Jamie's amazing parenting. I know that I can say how reassuring and uplifting it is knowing that Lewis has such a strong role model / role model. Chanlon re-entered Jamie's life at a rough time, and it's safe to say that their relationship faced its troubles and tribulations early on. But I do know that it's one of the reasons you guys are so strong. They don't ignore the hard and the ugly. They embrace it, and they use it to better themselves and their relationship, always with the love and respect that they have for each other. I'm sure that I'm supposed to give some relationship advice or something, but there's really nothing more left to say to a couple who is a true example and embodiment of what true love is. Well, that, and if Dad were up here, he would tell you to ignore everything I have to say, because, well, hence the name. But I can assure and promise you that I will always be on team Jamlon or Jam Chan or whatever concoction they come up with. I'll always be here. I'll always be here when you need to vent about life, each other, or challenge for you when you're planning one of your many amazing surprises. It's really cool. Jamie and I share a favorite love song. It's called How Long Will I Love You? And I know that the love you two share for each other is endless. I'm grateful to have you as an example of what true love is and should be. And I'm grateful to share this beautiful journey with you. I wish you love, laughter, and happiness in its purest form. Chanlon, I'm so excited to finally call you brother. And I'm so excited to be a part of the beautiful family that you're sharing with us. Jamie, I'm humbled to stand by your side on this day that's arguably one of the most important days of your life. I cannot wait to see what life has in store for you two. And it's with great honor that I do raise my glass to you both, to the broken road, and to happily ever afters. I love you guys so much.
And I forget to do the little ordinary things that everyone ought to do. I'm living in a kind of daydream. I'm happy as a king, and foolish though it may seem to me, that's everything. The mere idea of you, the longing here for you. You'll never know how slow the moments go till I'm near to you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes and stars above. It's just the thought of you, the very thought of you, my love. The mere idea of you, the longing here for you. You'll never know how slow the moments go till I'm near to you. I see your face in every flower, your eyes and stars above. It's just the thought of you, the
very thought of you, my love.